Let's not share anymore. Okay. Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. We are having a happy Monday here because we have a lovely guest coming on shortly here. She's just pulling over to the side of the road to be on the call with us. She had a doctor's appointment, but she said she's going to be on to share her genius with everybody here. So if you didn't see my post in the group, the M3 group, we have Tracy Hall coming on here very shortly to share what she is doing in her business that has catapulted where she started to where she is currently. And if you didn't see, one of the things that she has accomplished, and she's jumping in now, is she sold one of those HGTV dream homes. You guys hear about those, see those before? Well, she had the opportunity to sell one in Rhode Island, and it was because of her efforts that she has been building on year after year. Hi, Tracy Hall. Welcome to the call. We're going to get to you in 1 second. You missed your song, your intro song. You want to guess what it was? Let's see. Unmute yourself. Unmute and what do you think your intro song was? Take one guess. I'll
tell me what it was.
No, guess one. I need one guess.
Well, I don't know, something about referrals, but I don't think there is a song about referrals.
So we played She Works Hard for the Money.
Yes.
Because
that's a great song.
Yes. And I think of you with that song because I've known you from when you first got your license to today, which has been so much growth and opportunity. And I love sharing your story. And I think, Lynn, I might have shared it in your class. I don't remember. I taught a few different value squareds last week in 6 personal perspectives. So I don't remember which class I said it in. But I mention you a lot, Tracy, because of what you've built. So we're gonna send it over to you in a minute. We're gonna ask you some questions, but would you mind just introducing yourself? You might be spotty there with some reception.
I know. I don't know what's happening with my phone here. Hold on. Let's see.
Hopefully we could. Let's see. Can we see her up, Brooke?
Let me see here. I did something. Here I am. Can you see me now?
We see you. You're beautiful. I love your shirt.
No, I forgot to put on mascara. I have no eyeballs.
Oh my gosh, you look beautiful. All right. I'm going to try to see if we could get us pinned, the 3 of us.
There you go. All pinned.
We are?
Hi.
Not on my screen, but it's okay.
I promise.
All right. So Tracy, introduce yourself to the world here and tell us who you are.
I am Tracy Hall. I'm a native Floridian. I'm originally from Orlando. I was married to a Rhode Islander and lived there 1995 to 2002, went back to Florida, came back to Rhode Island, and realized after a really nasty, horrible, dreadful, but really grateful divorce, I needed to get a job. I'd been a stay-at-home mom, but after graduating from college, I did work in New York City. And a friend of mine said, and I looked at my friend and I said, I need to make as much money as fast as possible. My ex-husband has quit paying support. And she said, go into real estate. And I'm like, okay. And so that's what I did. And I met with Jen and I got my license, and I really didn't know how to get started because I'm not a Rhode Islander. I'm not like all the tight-knit Rhode Islanders who know everyone. So I got into helping military families come over. And then I started getting into the referral business because my goal was to meet with people who don't know people here. And so that's how I started my business.
Yeah. Right, let me ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
What year did you first come into Keller Williams?
2014. And I really started in 2015. Yes.
Right. Well, I want to ask you about that because obviously I know your story. I've been in it for a while with you, and I love it.
Yes.
So in 2014, you came in and sat with me. I remember it like it was yesterday. You sat with me, and I think they used the word green, like you were green, like as green as my shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't worked in a long time. My oldest son had just started at Bryant University. I came back to Rhode Island thinking it would be better for my sons. And then the ex-husband checked out. So yeah, I needed to work.
And you told me that. You're like, hey, listen, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I need to support my boys. And
Right.
you for the first year, I remember it was a little bit of like a what am I doing kind of thing. And then all of a sudden it was like a flower blooming. Like it was like
Yeah.
Tracy is here and she's here to stay. What changed for you after that first year?
Just things started to tick for me. And especially, I built my business on rentals. And this is the key. I treated my landlords as if they were transacting $1 million deal with me. I offered free photography for their listings. I followed up with them. I followed up with my rental clients, and many of those clients become buyers. And that's really just nurturing those relationships, because especially a lot of these people who I helped relocate, they didn't know anyone else. So that was really a great bonus for me. And just, getting them along, selling their property, getting them into a new property, whatever it happened to be. A lot of military families love to come to Rhode Island and buy a place because they want to come back and retire here. So then those people, when they PCS again, I rent their house out for them. So I become their rental person as well.
Yes. So that's how you were able to start really building those dominoes. And
Yes.
and so then I remember like you started building and building, and then something happened where you took bold.
This is the best story ever. And I shared it with Hudson Warren the other day. He was at my house because he couldn't go home, but I get goosebumps every time I talk about this. In 2016, I took bold, and I would take it every year, sometimes a couple of times a year. And this particular year, when I wrote my letter, the number one thing on the line was to buy a house. And then I had some other things too regarding my sons. And the day I got this letter back, the next year, 2017, I had just gone under contract with the house I was buying in Little Compton. And the way that happened was I rented the house for the owner. A friend of mine posted on Facebook, does anyone know anyone who needs a rental house? And I just messaged her, and it happened to be in Little Compton, and that's where I lived when I was married. And I said, yes, I sell real estate now. I would love to help them rent it. So I got the rental, professional photographs. When I'm standing in that house with Chelsea, the photographer, I looked at her and I said, I want to live here. I loved that house so much. That's what I said. And I really believe speaking things into existence, you can do it if you say it enough. And the next year, Al, the owner, called me up. Hey, Trace, I'm ready to sell my house. And I said, I want to buy it, because I had just put a $2 million property under contract in Newport, and I knew I could do it.
So if that didn't give you the chills, it gives me the chills every single time, because Tracy walked into my office with the letter, and we both were just, the tear works were coming, because it was the same day. I thought it was the closing, but it was the same day you went under.
No, it was the same day. It was so crazy.
It was crazy. And here's the thing. There are other things that you had been doing while you were building your business to make all these things happen. Bold was one of those. But the big thing, the reason that I really wanted you to come on today was because, and I mentioned this in class too, if anybody goes on to the KW referral network groups and they mention Rhode Island, I can't even tell you how many times Tracy's name goes, the whole chain is Tracy Hall, Tracy Hall, Tracy Hall, every single time. It's crazy to me. So can you share with us how did you make that possible? Like what did you do? What did you say? And how did you build this business?
Well, a lot of it has to do with a mastermind group that I was invited into in, I don't know, maybe 2014 or 2015. And we would meet, there are agents from all over the country, and we would meet and we would we would meet a lot. We would do kind of like a group session in their different market centers. But then as business, during the pandemic, as we all got busy, that kind of fell apart. But it was really through meeting these other agents, masterminding with them, and then also going to as many events as possible, whether it was Mega Camp, Family Reunion, through Jeff Glover's events. I would try to go to as many events as possible and meet other agents. And I love to hand people something from the state of Rhode Island. Remember me. So I did send you a couple of things. But I mean, one of the things is this Ocean State Pepper Company. I don't have the one that they branded for me, but I asked them to brand me a seasoning, and it says, the name of the seasoning is called Ocean State of Mind. And it has my branding on the front of it. And also I wrote the description on the back, which is very Rhode Islandy. But the point of this is I brought it to a luxury event in Boston, and this has staying power. So they're going to have this on their shelf, in their kitchen, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why I did this. I like to meet people, hand them something from the state, usually something to eat, because I love to eat. And I also love to do cross marketing with small businesses. And all of these food businesses they're small businesses. So I want to help promote them as well. You got the popcorn, right? I think the popcorn.
I did it. I downloaded it, but it's not coming up. So we'll get it and we'll send it to everybody.
Well, anyway, and then another thing I love to send out are Anchor Toffee. This is locally made here in the state. Whoops, can you see it there? Anchor Toffee. And I have this usually wrapped up in plastic with this this card, and it says, "Proud to be your anchor in the Ocean State," and it has my information on the back. But I'm a wordy person. I am totally right-brained. I have no left-brain activity. I'm clever. I'm always thinking of things. So proud to be your anchor in the Ocean State goes with the anchor. People love that stuff. I've also sent out is it Impoptino, the popcorn company. Your referrals make my business pop. Another company I love to help is called Beautiful Day. They are a company out of Providence. They help bring people into the state who are coming in from other countries, and they're a nonprofit organization. I especially like to help nonprofits. And another thing that I do, and I probably have missed some people over the years, I usually will send out, once I get my referral, a pair of socks. Your referrals. No, I hope, and the card says, "I hope I knock their socks off." So there you go.
So I love all of this. And I did put in the chat a picture of the popcorn and the video that you sent.
Okay.
So I did, and your logo stuff. So I did put it in there. So Tracy, so when you go to these masterminds or mega camp or family reunion, what do you tell me your process? What do you do?
Well, I try to have, if I'm handing out anything, like especially the toffee, because it weighs a ton, I like to have that shipped there before I get there, and then I'll brand it. And I will go up to people, introduce myself, tell them where we're from. Yes, we are a state. Some people don't know that. And hand them the popcorn or whatever it is. And it has usually my information on it, or they can scan it. And I'd love to share referrals with you. And that's kind of all I say.
Yeah, and I love that. So it's really simple. It's simple, right? It's just planning.
Yeah.
And do all of this yourself. How do you pick the companies in Rhode Island? Because I love that you highlight where you live in your expertise. How do you pick the companies that you like, the popcorn, the toffee, the socks? How do you pick all that, and who helps you with the labeling and stuff like that?
I chose the toffee. Well, I go to this event, Hope in Maine. They are a food incubation company. They help small food companies bring their products to life. So I go to their events and I get to meet the owners of these companies who are promoting their toffee or their chocolate or their infused drink. What is it called? If you want to pour something into a drink, but it's non-alcoholic, their infused beverage things. Anyway, so I go to their events and I get to meet all these people who are promoting their businesses. And that's really how I got to know so
Let me
many
ask
of them. And then
do you get referrals from those businesses as well?
I have not yet. And the other thing I was going to say is that I am able to buy everything at wholesale because I have a EIN number. So that's another good thing.
Amazing.
But I have not yet. I don't think I've gotten a referral from anyone yet. I'd have to
So
think
let me
back
ask
on
you a
that.
question. How did you get the HGTV house referral? How did that one happen?
I answered a Facebook ad.
So what is your tip? If you were to give one tip to everybody right now on your process and how you've been able to do this, what is one thing everybody should be doing right now to grow their referral business?
Oh, to grow their referral business. I am also emailing people, but I don't know. We're all emailed to death. So pick up the phone and call people and tell them who you are and what you do and take bold. Take bold to build your business. Also, I have taken bold in other places or gone to there just to get to know other agents. So it's a good thing if you can, if you can draw it, like if there was something in Connecticut happening right now, I don't have my Connecticut license yet, but I would drive there to take an event because it's just worth it to get to know other agents in other states.
So such a good point. And Bold is happening throughout New England. And I know here in Rhode Island, Tracy, we're hosting Bold in our Market Center area. And we still have some seats available. So if anybody is considering taking Bold and you want to take a drive, Rhode Island has one open. And by the way, Tracy, did you know that, and this is not a Bold commercial at all, but I'm actually really excited. Gary Keller wrote the new Bold. Like it was completely like rewritten, not just like an edit here or two. It's completely new. Did you know that?
I know that because I heard a little bit about it through Hudson.
Oh yeah. So are you going to take it?
Well, I'm going to France on Wednesday. I'm going to France on Wednesday for my birthday, but I'll be back and I might be able to take it.
All right. All right. All right. What questions do you guys have for Tracy? Because this is such good nuggets. And I couldn't be prouder of Tracy and the business that she built. Again, being along for the ride for the entire 10 years has been amazing to watch. And it's so impressive because we go to all of the events, right? The same events. I never see Tracy.
Right.
Never see Tracy. And I always want to be like, Tracy, high five, give me a high five. She wants to go meet other people. And you know what? That takes a little extra effort to do that because a lot of times we want to be comfortable and stay with the people we know, love, and trust. And because she gets outside of her comfort zone, she's able to build this massive business of referrals. Yes. So thank you, Tracy, for being on today. I know that you have
you're welcome.
So thank you for sharing. I know everybody on this call got at least one nugget from what you are doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. If anyone wants to call me, 401-602-5168 or email or text or any kind of messaging. I'd love to talk to you more.
And you are just the most lovely woman I've ever met. So thank you again. Tracy's information is in the chat per Brooke. Thank you very much, Brooke, for doing that. And Tracy, you go on with your day. I know you have an appointment coming up here.
Yes,
so
I'm off the side of the road here. And let's see, Waze says, hopefully I can still be there.
All right, you go do that.
All right.
Drive safely. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. All right, gang. I mean, I love her story. Do I share it all the time?
You do share it all the time. I can't remove the spotlight. Oh my God, get it gone.
Right, you're okay. You're okay. You're
there
good.
we go. We do, and it's funny because when I go to events, if I'm at a luxury event or even a regular agent event that is not in our region, and I meet someone who knows Tracy, they always say, "Oh, you're in Tracy's region." We have a couple of celebrities when it comes to referrals. They either say you're in Dan's region, you're in Harry's region, or you're in Tracy's region. So to me, that means they're doing something right in the referral sector of what we do. And I got to tell you too, you're absolutely right when you say you don't see Tracy at events. I don't think I've seen her at the last few ones I've known she's at, and I'll text her and she'll be like, "Well, then that's because I'm doing the things I'm supposed to do."
Yeah, yeah. We have Dan Gervais on the call today too. I see his little face, and he's one of those masters as well. Like he is like anybody on here, Dan Gervais, like member. I feel like I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm a member.
I am too. I get special and extra love.
I saw Lynn, she's like, I'm a member too. I get them. That's a thing. Like that's what this business is about. It's a contact sport. And if you could be a member of somebody else's sport, like you're doing the right thing, or vice versa. Harry, you're making me hungry.
I know.
Whatever you're eating is making me really hungry. No, please.
No, it's okay. Keep eating.
But I think you're one of those VIPs as well, where you get to spread who you are because you're part of a lot of those other things. Okay, we're giving you enough time. We're stalling to give you any questions, any ahas. I'd love to get at least 2 ahas from what Tracy just delivered. You can come off mute, share, comment.
I'll go. I was just in a meeting with Sandra, going over a lot of things for Command, and she had mentioned Bold and how they were looking to see which one I could probably make it to. Unfortunately, the days don't line up very well for me coming up, so I'll probably have to get the next one. But she's like, yeah, try and go to one that's not even in your area. Try and go to this one, or try to go to this one. And I just thought it was interesting that literally on the same day she said the same exact thing.
Then we always recommend it. Take Bold with your people, and then take it in a market where you don't have a license, so you can build a referral network.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, Morgan, thank you for that aha. What other ones? Go ahead, Dan.
I like just the way she goes local, hyper local with her swag. I get a lot at local business. Then it can serve 2 purposes. You help the local business and possibly get more referrals from them. So I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, I think that's one of her niches, and she gets them at wholesale, right, Dan? Like that's awesome. What's better than
Absolutely.
that? The only other thing she needs to work on is getting referrals from those companies now, right?
Right now it's dripping on those companies she works with and telling them how they can reciprocate the referrals back and forth, because so often we buy these things or we do these things locally for referrals, but we never teach or educate our referral partners how we want to receive, or if you hear someone doing this, we don't teach them how to do that. We just expect from our plumbers, our roofers, any of the people who are in our vendor network, but we don't actually teach them, hey, this is the best way. Did you know the best way to send me a referral is this? And then you tell them.
Yes. So, Harry, you asked, does she have any killer conversations for building a referral relationship with the shortest time possible? I'm sure she does, and we will get them over and put them in the Facebook group. And then you said, how about tips for finding a great referral agent for clients of ours? Networking, here, there, everywhere. Like that's it. Like that, go find the people who are in alignment with your business and what you want to do, and you will find great agents that will be just like you. And I was listening to the MREA podcast last week. I listen to it every week, but last week's was somebody about referrals, and she goes and networks with like 18 to 22 women, and like those women are in alignment with her business, and she knows if she refers one of them, they're going to get one of her. Like, you are getting me if you hire her. Like if you expect my services or the way I deliver things, you will get that out of this other person. So go find people who are in alignment with what you're doing, and you will find great referral agents.
And I think too, one of the things we heard on every one of these MREA podcasts from the stage is, do not blast me with your agent to consumer email blasts. I don't care about your open houses. I don't care about your listings. I don't care about this. Tell me why I should work with you with my clients and send them your way over the thousands of other agents. What sets you apart? Because putting them on a drip is not going to be it, right? What can you do to make sure they understand who you are and how you're going to serve the people for the referral?
All right, I want to see like some like hearts or thumbs up. How many of you found that Tracy's interview was helpful, a good one, good takeaway? I want like some hearts and some thumbs up. You know, the little reaction thing here. Like when they do the growth call for KWRI, those things like flood up. Oh, all right, got a couple. Got a couple. Great, awesome, love it. Thank you guys for playing along with me there. We do have a couple more minutes, Brooke, so you could share our content.
Excellent.
If anybody is interested in sharing their business with us, meaning you're doing something really unique and really fun that's working well, we want to talk to you and interview you. Can you please email us, either myself or look at Harry's thumbs up there. I don't know how that worked, but that was funny. Email myself at jbovey@kw.com or b.silva@kw.com, and we're happy to have you come on as our guest because we want to share with everybody else your genius.
And
Okay,
we're not looking for mega wins, by the way. We want to celebrate everyone in our world, from the little things you're doing that are making an impact to the big, big things. So don't think your story's not big enough, because it is. Anyone who's on this call today has a win and has a story, and we want to talk to you. All right, so with that, if you're new here, every week we give you social media content that is copy and paste. Don't request edit access. You're not going to get it, because that means you're editing the document for everyone. It is copy, paste, and you also are given a Canva link. Can everyone see my screen? Cool.
I see
Thank
it.
you for the thumbs up. So every week you get a calendar style with links that go to every single thing.
And when you register here, that means you're going to get an email after this call with all this content. And by the way, it's on our Facebook group page too. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group M3, go over there now and we'll let you in.
Yes, and this usually gets posted a little after 3. So if you're looking for it right now, it's not there. So stay with me. Stay with me, friends. Now, we're talking about relationships. Social media is one more way to open the door to people who may be great on social media but not pick up the phone. You have just figured out that the best way to converse with them is via Messenger or whatever direct message they're on. So Tuesday, this is my favorite holiday. I'm a coffee addict, if you didn't know that. I bring my own coffee pot with me to all the mega events. Like, I have my own in-room coffee set up because I will not wait in line and I will not cry for coffee. So there's that. So this is a great way to also get information back to your database. People will say, no, I'm a tea drinker. Nope, I'm a decaf only. Oh, I'm like a Brooke Silva and I have to have 1,000 cups a day. But people are going to tell you a lot of information. And when they give you that information, the magic of social media is to reply to them with 5 words or more or a question. So I could say something to you like, Jen, I love that you love lattes. What is your favorite flavor and where do you usually get them? So now I'm going to go over to my CRM and I'm going to tag you, coffee person or tea person. And then in the notes, I'm just going to copy and paste what you put in Facebook. You're drinking your large skinny vanilla latte with, I'm going to put that in my notes. Because let me tell you, if I'm by your place of work or I'm somewhere near you, I'm either going to drop off a small gift card so you can get that or around your birthday, or I'm just going to bring it to you at work. And I'm going to surprise you with a bevy. I do it all the time here locally. It's my favorite thing to do. Use this as a way to steal data. This is how it's going to give you such amazing data. All right. You can put your how you like your coffee in the chat. Maybe
Well, like, and you could also highlight some local coffee places that you maybe go to often. And if you like tag them in it, guess what? They're going to like that. They're going to appreciate that. When you walk in, they're going to thank you for helping their small business. So don't forget about your local spots too.
And don't forget to use the hashtags we put out. There's power behind the hashtags and algorithms. There's a reason we do it. add more. I always try to throw something super punny and silly in the hashtag so that way certain personalities pick up on it. The next one is, do you decorate for Halloween? My kids have been begging me for 2 weeks to pull out the tubs of outdoor decor. I will do it tonight. They will start decorating tonight. But do you guys, does everybody here, who decorates for Halloween? I know, Bobby, you have one of the best setups. You love the blow ups. It's fun with Evie because she's still so little. We do
I
all
took her
kinds.
to the Spirit Halloween store this weekend. This is our first time there. We walked out, she goes, that was the best Halloween store I've ever been to. I'm like, it's the only Halloween store you've ever been to, but I'm glad you liked it.
The other cool thing is that you're going to see these people's houses. You're going to see their front porches, their entryways. You can even then figure out where they live because that is the one thing that is not hidden from most things in our public records. And then you can either go by and look, or if you know them, don't be creepy if you don't know them, but ask them to post photos. But you'll notice things in these photos. Do they look like they need some repairs? Right? Do you see gutters that are full? Notice from the photo, don't put that publicly, by the way. Message, I have a great gutter guy. I noticed that one of your gutters on the right was hanging a little bit if you didn't realize that. So before winter, before ice and snow and rain, would you like his contact information? It's amazing stuff. And then lastly, can you tell I love this holiday, by the way? October is going to be a lot of fun Halloweeny spooky stuff. It's, what's your ultimate October adventure? Is it corn mazes or is it haunted houses? I can guarantee me you will never find me at the second one. Unless I am screaming, kicking, and somebody has me over their shoulder, you will never get me to anything scary. I am the biggest chicken on the planet. You can put that in your database with a tag. Bovie's doing it right now. Brooke is a giant chicken. Chicken. Which is funny.
No, I'm actually commenting on Janine's comment here. Janine, I was gonna write it, but I'll just say, I have a translator. If you want to reach out to me, I could send you their contact information.
Excellent. So there's your content for this week. It's fun stuff meant to get you social, meant to get you engaged with people. And we write them in a way that will, hit different personalities, different brains, whether somebody loves to share recipes or home tips or is a vendor looking for something. Don't discount responding to people and asking questions, but remember, the magic is taking that back to your database so that when you pick up the phone to call, you can be thanking them for something they sent in. Or you can be reminding them of, hey, I tried your coffee recipe, or hey, I tried this, or wonderful things that you can relate to that are non-real estate related, because we all know that 80-20 rule. If I'm not in buy, sell, and I don't know anybody who's looking to refer, that I can refer to you, and all you're going to talk to me about is real estate, you may lose me. You have to put money in the relationship piggy bank before you can make that real estate withdrawal. So there's your content. You will find this after 3 o'clock in our Facebook group. There's also an email that goes out with a direct link. I think it's like 304, 307, depends when our email system decides to send it out on a Monday. And you will find it there. Remember, copy, paste.
It's already in their mailbox. It came out
It
at
is?
2:30. It's in your mailbox.
Excellent. Oh yeah, look at you, all your little faces.
Harry, did you get
popping
it?
up.
Look in your mailbox, in your email box. Email, not mailbox.
Pick one of your 70 or 80 email addresses you have, Harry.
So whatever you registered for this, what is this called? A Zoom. The Zoom for. All right,
Jen.
we are well over
I know.
the
Can we
usual
talk?
time.
We usually go till 3 on the tech side of things, though. I
Oh,
know you
yeah.
usually have to hop, but can we talk about what's going on in
Yeah.
our with our southern friends, because it is not a happy place down there right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So all of you must know by now on how devastation has kind of took over down in the South, North Carolina, South Carolina, Nashville, Florida, parts of Florida. They are absolutely devastated down there with just the amount of roads that are destroyed, bridges gone, houses completely washed away, and more. We had our emergency call with Keller Williams International at 12 o'clock today, and then we had one earlier this morning at 8:30 with all kinds of updates. And the update is KW Cares is doing so much as they absolutely can. We have more than half of the Keller Williams roster down in the areas that got hit. They haven't even been able to reach their agents yet. And that's obviously the biggest concern, is to make sure everybody is safe. And they haven't been able to do that yet to where they want to be. This is I think they said that the single most devastated area that they've seen since KW Cares has launched. Mo Anderson came on our call today at 12 and pleaded to all of our market centers to do whatever you can, $5 to whatever you can, to help our KW family down in the South. And it's in dire need, like dire need. I think they sent 230 generators down already, or trying to get them there as quickly as possible. Because of road closures, it's kind of held up some things. There are people with boots on the ground helping out. There are people what they really need right now is cash, like money to go somewhere, to get somewhere, to have a place to stay, to have water. Bottled water is a big need right now. So if you have $5 or whatever you can, is there a link?
There is. I'm putting it in right now.
Just consider. We're asking you anything you can. It is pretty bad down there. More, worse than we could even imagine. The pictures on the news, give you a little insight on it, but when you're there, it's bad. So, Brooke, anything else you want to add on that?
If you've been with us a while, you may be remembering how we had recurring deductions set up before. When we made the switch on our back end systems, and we've sent out a few things, but I know it's so easy to miss. But those deductions that were recurring, your donations to KW Cares and other organizations your market center may have, did not transfer over. So if you are not giving during transactions, we ask anything you can give, please give, because you never know. And Jen her family has benefited from KW Cares during the last hurricane when her brother lost his home. And I have personally met people, and I can't imagine needing this, and I hope none of you ever need it, but knowing it's there for me and my family is one of those things that I give. So if you would like to stay on after this, after Jen leaves, I'm going to show you on a couple clicks how to set up recurring deductions from your commission, so that what you can give, you do, and it's there for you every time you submit a commission.
All right, thank you, everybody. I'm going to jump off so Brooke could show you that.
Right, so stay on one. All right, bye, Jen. Thank you for everything. All right, so let me show you real quick where this lives, because it has moved. So now that we're post Winmore, which is our transactional software, it's in a small little place in Command. Can everybody see my Command screen? Thank you. So you go up to your name and you go to My Profile. Now this has replaced the My KW white pages and profile. Everything you're going to do is here. On the side, you're going to have all these drop downs. Now I'm affiliated with a whole bunch of market centers because I help out there. So you're going to go to your market center. You may have two if you're a multiple. This is also where you can see your company dollar and royalty. But down here, you're going to see manage deductions. When you click on that, you can then see all you can do numeric, or you can do percentage. So you could give a percentage, or you can give a dollar amount to KW Cares. Once you change it, you just update the amount, and now every time a new commission request goes forward, that will always be in there. This does not roll backwards. So if you do not have a recurring deduction when you're doing your commission request, you will have to add this. After today's call, I'm going to go ahead and put this link on how to do it. There is a full article on how to do it right at answers.kw.com. And if you have any questions, just reply on that post. All right, friends, you've got the details for the social media. You met the amazing Tracy Hall, and then give when you can, so that way, if anything ever happened, you did have the resources available to you. Have a great week, and we will see you next Monday.